over hijab in Kerala. This after a Muslim girl dropped out of school as she was not allowed to wear a hijab inside the classroom. The student wing of Congress ally, the Indian Union Muslim League, hit the streets along with the students' Islamic organization linked to radical group Jamaat-e-Islami Hind. The protesters demand hijab in school despite the Calicut school making it clear that hijab does not fit in the prescribed uniform guidelines. Another attempt to create unrest overhead cover is yet again seeing Congress's backing. The latest face-off is taking place after the Supreme Court reserved its judgment against pleas challenging the prohibition on Muslim students from wearing hijab in classrooms in Karnataka. Listen to what the protesters said.
കൊണ്ടാണ് കോഴിക്കോട് ബഹുഭൂരിപക്ഷം വരുന്ന പെൺകുട്ടികൾ മുസ്ലിം വിദ്യാർത്ഥിനികൾ പഠിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥാപനത്തിൽ, അതും സർക്കാരിന്റെ ചിലവിൽ പഠിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥാപനത്തിൽ നിന്നും പെൺകുട്ടികൾ ഇവിടേക്ക് ഹിജാബ് ധരിച്ച് വരരുത്, നിങ്ങൾ ഹിജാബ് ധരിച്ച് വന്നാൽ അതിന്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ നിങ്ങൾ മദ്യവും നിങ്ങൾ കഞ്ചാവും ലഹരിയുമായി കടത്തുന്നത് എന്ന വർഗീയതയുടെ പരാമർശത്തെ ഇത്രമാത്രം നിഷ്കളങ്കമായിട്ട് മൗനം അവലംബിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് സർക്കാർ നിന്ന് കേട്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്താണെന്നതിനുള്ള മറുപടി കൃത്യമായിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ ബഹുമാന്യനായ മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി തരേണ്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നു.
After the protest, the Hindu groups have come out to reiterate that the rules of the institution are supreme, they must be followed.
India is a nation of great diversity and pluralism, and every dress code is acceptable in India. But please remember, here the question is whether that dress code of an individual and his or her choice is higher than the institutional dress code or the institutional choice. Please remember, institutional rights is higher than individual rights.
Now this fresh demand for hijab comes at a time, viewers, when the veil of dignity as claimed by the lobby is taking lives in Iran. For the past 10 days, protesters are out on streets waging war against the system after Mahsa Amini was beaten to death by Iran's morality police last week. In London, and Times Now has the latest pictures, protest took place outside the Iranian embassy, and that protest, as you can make out from these pictures, turned violent. The protesters clashed with security guards and hurled stones at them. Now, while we stay on these pictures, let me quickly open this up. S.S. Sriram, political analyst. Maryam Alvi is a lawyer. Daniel Francis, political analyst. Maryam Alvi, what do you make of this protest march that was taken out today in Kerala?
Hi, thank you for having me over. I've said it before also that the Karnataka High Court judgment has painted a target on every hijabi woman's back. It's being used to curtail basic freedoms, and this school incident is not the only incident. There is a lot of women who look like me, who wear clothes like me, and they are being denied access to classroom, jobs, banks, etc. And a free hand is being given to religious bigotry, the victims of which are only and only Muslim women. So the hijab was too important for the Iranian government to not let a 22-year-old woman live, because according to them she was not dressed appropriately. And here they don't want Muslim girls to get education because they don't want pieces of cloth on their head.
Okay.
So
as far
as Muslim women are concerned,
let me bring in Mr.
as far as Muslim women is concerned, sorry, it pains me to say, but the situation here is as bad as in Iran, except that we haven't lost lives as yet.
No, and who do you blame for that, ma'am?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Who do you blame for that? You're comparing the situation in India with what is happening in Iran?
Any institution across the world which denies women their agency to wear whatever they want, to go whatever they want.
But you're not, nobody is stopping you from wearing the hijab. It's just that the hijabs are not allowed in the classroom. That's the limited point.
Does the Kerala government have that?
If the school in this case says we are not allowing you to wear hijab inside class because the uniform guidelines say so, why carry out this march?
Because it is in direct contravention of your constitutional right.
Okay, S.S. Sriram now coming in on this. Mr. Sriram.
Well, this is quite unfortunate. I think the elders in any religion should leave the kids to be on their own and let them live a normal life. It is the school that's where they learn secularism. That is what people talk about, and let them have their own life to get themselves educated, rather than instilling on certain things when the school itself does not have this kind of hijab as an uniform. No one is stopping, as you rightly said, for women to wear hijab workplace or wherever they go. Islamic countries, women are now rebelling against this. So it is something we're trying to, insist upon for school kids. I don't think there is a right reason. It is only probably to get unrest in the country with all issues, whatever possible, rather than keeping the nation in peace and for progress. I think this is very unwanted stuff to insist that the kids should wear hijab in the school is something that is, I don't see a very logical, insistence on it. The kids have to be kids. So kindly let them learn on their normal life is my humble request.
Mr. Francis, where do you stand on this? Hijab has taken a life in Iran. Should we be glorifying it here?
Since we are making Iran a reference point, there the women are protesting because they feel it is oppressive. If in India or any other place, women want to do this out of their own free will, in accordance to their faith belief systems, nobody has a right to oppose them or oppress them. How can I talk about I can appreciate what's happening in Iran as a person who believes in civil liberties sitting here. But how can I have my own set of beliefs and my own faith. How can I dictate to somebody that what somebody should do or not somebody should do? Tomorrow, you cannot tell a Christian man, don't go to church on Sunday because Sunday is something that you should celebrate, take rest. We get up at 11 o'clock. It's as absurd as that. If women were wearing these hijabs and going to schools,
No, Mr. Francis, but you're not asking, you're not answering the fundamental question. Following dress code is absurd for you, sir. Is that what you're saying?
No,
there is a dress code in school. It's not as if, hijab is banned in India. People are stopped from hijab. No, that's not the case.
Let me then come to you. There is a dress code in school and everybody should follow that dress code.
It ends there, sir. It ends there. Thank you. I'm glad you've taken that position. I thank all of you for joining us on Times Now. Taking a short break. Lots more lined up on the other side. Please stay with us.